Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
Murphy, guess what?
What, Jodi?
Sam did my employee evaluation. And it was really a great experience.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, tell me about it here. You know, I mean,
First of all, Sam is a kind of person who's hard to know, period. Who's hard to know.
Wait, this isn't my evaluation.
No, but, you don't tell people how you feel about things ever.
Oh, I see.
So that's fine. We love you for that and accept you exactly the way you are.
even as a manager, you don't? Well, I mean, I know you're not managing as many people as you used to, but
So for to bring everybody up to speed.
Oh, wait, that's a good point. I need to work on that.
Well,
I just didn't know. I mean, when we had more people that you were, I'm assuming at some point you had to.
I talked to them and I encouraged them. But,
yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. So look, Murphy can't do my evaluation.
Nor do I want to.
Right. But Murphy did hire me years ago before we got married, which is why he's like supervisor. He hired me. But since we're married on paper, he can't do my evaluation.
Well, it's not just on paper. I mean, it's not.
I think it is just on paper.
No, it is not just on paper. It has been Sam. So we go too far behind the scenes here. This may be confusing for you. Let's just explain that we wear
simple.
different hats, and so Sam has responsibilities that don't have anything to do with Murphy, Sam, and Jodi.
Correct.
And you assist with some of those things, and I have a totally different, role.
Yes.
Than that. And so while a lot of these things do fall under me, what the two of you do every day that's not Murphy, Sam, and Jodi, related is not directly under me.
Correct.
So it's not really an on paper thing.
Actually, here's the easy way to explain it. The hierarchy of command, just like the logo.
Yes.
Murphy over Sam, Sam over Jodi.
In the background.
Yes,
right?
yes.
When it comes to the show, it's the other way
All
around.
equal.
Actually,
the Jodi's in charge.
No. I'm not in charge. I'm the lead. But no. This is an ensemble, and the show is an ensemble. The show is a team. And you feel that.
No, we really, yes.
Okay.
It's a three-way thing.
But wait, Sam had to do my evaluation for all that extra little stuff that we do because, whatever, I answer to you, whatever.
What the heck? Supposedly, I answer to you.
Supposedly, on paper, it's just like,
okay, because it feels like a team effort all the time.
It's definitely a team effort.
He doesn't make me feel like I'm,
Lesser?
under him or lesser. Right. It's a definite team feeling. However, we had to do this. So I had to do, it's weird. I had to do my own employee evaluation with some very tricky questions. Where could you improve? Where do you rate yourself as far as this, that, and the other thing? And so I did the best I could.
But it's well laid out.
Yes.
It is. I mean, the goal of this type of evaluation, and I think most companies do it now, is you need to self-evaluate first and determine what you think your strengths and weaknesses are to better help the person who's supervising you steer you or give you guidance or whatever.
Correct.
If you flipped it and you did it the other way around, then the supervisor would be making assumptions. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And so
okay.
if you buy in first, then the dialogue naturally is less defensive and it's more productive and can be measured. So that's the reason it's laid out.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful explanation. To me, it made me think. Asking me the questions about my work and where I need work and where I think I excel or lag, it made me really think about it instead of just going, yeah, I'm great. Check. I didn't do that.
So did they have a section on computers and you put don't like them?
Yeah.
That was a technology question.
But I just want to say, oh my gosh, not only because I don't really know how you feel about my work, but I got to hear it firsthand. Wow, I almost cried. I got a great review from Sam. I'm the first. Did you know this, Murphy? I'm the first in the group to offer solutions.
Oh, you believe that one?
Yeah. I'm very encouraging to all those around me.
That's true.
And the other thing was that I do offer pep talks to the team. In fact, Sam put that he's been the recipient of those pep talks.
That's good.
Are we violating any corporate laws here?
I hope not.
No. No, there's no HIPAA tied to it. I think you're fine.
I just thought it was lovely that you said those things because you could have been very middle of the road. It was nice.
She's all right. Well, hey, good news is it's now all in writing, so it goes up the food chain.
Yeah, does it go to Murphy?
I don't know. How does it
I don't
work?
know how
Actually,
the food chain works.
So that's a really good question because
You'll get
I
it.
haven't seen it for approval because I have to do Sam's still,
Ooh.
and then we've got one other person here that I still need to.
Well,
to
remember,
do.
I'm the first
But,
one to offer positive solutions. Sam, you can't take that.
Yeah. Now that would be interesting if Sam answered the same way you did, huh? No.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
Well,
yeah.
the thing about that, it's easy and it's challenging, and not too many people get to work together as long as the three of us have worked together. So we have a really unique look into actual. We really do know how we respond in different situations.
Yeah, it's
and you also really see. I mean, everybody's positive has a flip side.
Yes.
Every strength really does have a corresponding, weakness. Passion can be a really positive thing. Passion can be a really negative thing when it's, defensive behavior or anger or whatever. You know what I mean? So when you get to see both sides like that, it's almost like it's difficult to stop and go, wait a second, I do this every day with her. So how do I, what is it that she's really doing? You know what I mean? In other words, you're so familiar with it that it can help you, but it also, you have to really stop and start focusing on the individual things.
I thought it was...
I don't, taking it for granted is probably the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying? It's familiar.
Yeah.
And so familiar sometimes means it's difficult to stop and really go, oh, yeah, you know what? Jodi is the one who will stand up and, propose a solution. And Jodi really is good at that. Actually, I think the three of us are good at that. It's kind of the way we're wired.
I don't know.
I even gave her a higher response, or I don't even remember what I said about your technical skills. Because that was
find it and read it to him.
Well, I have to dig for a while.
Oh, I know.
That was the one where you graded yourself the lowest, I think.
I graded myself the lowest on adopting new technical things, and I explained why.
When you say the lowest, you graded a 1?
No. Middle, like 3 or something like that.
Okay.
I gave myself
it was the middle grade.
and he came back up with a 2, and he's like
a 2.
No, something like that.
Reverse
high.
it. Yeah, 2
1
as
is
in the
high.
second best. 1 is the best.
Okay.
And he came back with, yes, she may struggle here, but she's willing to learn it. And when she's being taught, see, I remember these words.
Right.
When I'm being shown something, I insist that I do it instead of watching you do it. So because it's how I learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, you pay attention to that, and it's true. It's crazy. This evaluation thing was weird to me at first, and now I love it.
I guess we get to do it again at Christmas, don't we?
Do we?
It's twice a year.
Yeah, it is a
isn't
twice-a-year thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe
Okay.
right after the first of the year.
Do you think the holiday spirit puts us in a positive mood where it's like everything is 100?
Everybody did great.
I will say this, Murphy, your point that you bring up about we're almost too familiar with each other. I see it a little bit differently as far as the evaluation goes. We're so personal. That's what makes it funny. That's what makes it funny to me to have to do something. Like he even said, "Can we schedule your evaluation now?" And I'm like, "Where's Sam? What?" It's just we're so casual and personal with each other.
Right.
That we spend so much time together. To have to do something like buy the book together feels weird.
Almost becomes awkward. I get that.
Yeah. So,
well, and you can answer this one, Murphy, because is it a good idea to reverse those things?
What
like
do you mean?
You evaluate yourself, or employees evaluating their supervisors, managers. Yeah. Does anybody do that?
I mean, there are some companies that absolutely do that. That will have feedback, and I guess it just depends on the type of company, whether it's customer service. I don't know. I do know that it exists, right? Because I've seen it before, and I also know that we went through that exercise years ago here, where supervisors were evaluated on their styles and so forth. But I guess more times you're going to see it in the different hierarchy. I understand the reason that they're doing this way, because, again, when it originates from the person who is being evaluated, you're automatically you should be open to feedback. And what is interesting to me, just because, I don't know, maybe I'm a geek with this kind of stuff, is I've seen there are a lot of them that roll up to me. And so people are naturally humble. And when asked to evaluate, and to me, the way that I read the scale on this 1 to 5, whatever it is, when I think that somebody's extremely proficient, that doesn't mean that there's still not room to grow. But there are others that that really read that as well. But you need to put a 4 because everybody needs a chance to grow. Well, if that's the case, everybody would be 4 all the time. You know what I mean? And so context is the only thing that gets to me a little bit confusing, because if I do think that somebody's giving their actual best and the results are actually there for it, then if it's a scale of 1 to 5 where 5 is the best, then I'm going to choose 5. And I'm not choosing 5 because I think they've tapped out and they're not growing anymore. It's because I think that it's earned. But
that's nice. I like that.
And then you've got people who will evaluate. We've joked about this one on the show before too, because there's a weekly reporting, the details, and it's a 1 to 5. What's your happiness? And whenever I see a 3 out of 5, I'm wondering, well, what's wrong?
What's wrong with Sam?
And Sam reads that as, no, it's just
That's
average.
normal.
I'm not, sad, and I'm not overly elated. I'm here. I am right in the middle, and that's it's a perception thing. So it's so.
And you know why I do a 3, so.
Oh yeah,
so
I do. Right,
it's context
acceptable.
again.
Yeah,
correct, exactly. But again, not everybody else sees
Right.
it
If
that
I
way.
gave you a 3, you would be concerned.
Yeah, but I mean,
For Sam, it's normal.
It's tough for me because I'm not. This is going to sound weird or wrong. I don't know. To me, I strive for a 5 all the time. I know it's not realistic for that, but because of that, when I do see a 3, to me, it's like, okay, well, if it's average and you're not 4. If 4 is like I'm almost the happiest person on the planet, but you're 3, then okay, so what is it that we need to change to make it a better week for you?
Right.
That's me.
nothing's going to make it a better week for
But
you.
3. And I know that this is not, where Jodi you were going because it was your evaluation.
matter.
But I've seen this on ratings on eBay, and I've even seen explanations on eBay now trying to clarify this for people to understand that on a scale of 1 to 5, there are a lot of people that will think, yeah, it was great, but it wasn't over the top. I'll just put it right there in the middle. And it winds up penalizing a lot of these eBay merchants because you're saying that the postage price or whatever is 3 below, it's average. It's not, awesome. I wasn't impressed or anything like that. And they're trying to explain that, no, if you're satisfied, it's a 5. It's not a,
It's because
Right.
the 1 to 5
Right.
scale is subjective.
Yeah, and the same thing on some Amazon. If you read some Amazon comments, I've just done this before because I want to know what the people who are just in the middle are actually thinking. And I've seen them literally, one of the best purchases I've ever made, totally satisfied, but they're
Can't
rating
give
it
it
a
a 5.
3 because they, for whatever reason, think the middle
Yeah.
is the answer. And again, because everybody perceives that differently, it's almost like you have to really go in and
Really dig it.
explain these kind of evaluations.
Yeah.
And but I've been evaluated, on these before too, where I've had some people in the past, put me at a 4, and I'm like, well, okay, so everybody on my team, is a 5, not by default. I mean, I had reasons for it, but it's just like in this particular one, I'm very pleased with the progress. Everybody's committed. The attitudes are right. I don't like to use the word attitude, but you know what I'm saying? The morale is good. All the things that you need to create great success are there. And yes, you need to measure the results too, because it can't all be just about great feelings. The results have to be there. But if you're delivering all of those things and they're on the right path, again, that's a 5 to me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's
You see it differently.
But I've had others do the same thing, and then the question becomes, what is it that we need to work on here? It's like, well, I mean, I'm actually working on it. I don't know why they gave me a 4 for that one, but and so
Yeah, you see it differently.
it can be confusing.
Yeah.
The only reason I say all of that is just to remember that things in context. It's the reason really now when I'm researching to buy things, I'll go back and look twice just to make sure that somebody didn't give a 3 to something that's dragging the reviews down. You know what I'm saying? Too many 3s.
One little bad apple there.
They're really happy people, but they chose the wrong star. And then there you go.
Well, I will say, getting back to the evaluation, I was absolutely delighted because we're so personal and because I know Sam the way I do, because I know you the way I do. I know you are very ticky-tacky. Sam is a person who himself is very particular about things. And you are. And there are times when I see you, you're almost a perfectionist. And that's hard. That's probably a hard way to be.
Yeah.
And so when I knew the perfectionist around here was going to be doing my evaluation, I was like, man. And it turned out to be so beautiful. Thank you.
I don't, but I don't think you're not the kind of person, Sam, that you really don't want to evaluate people anyway. I don't think that that's necessarily been in your comfort zone over time. Do you feel better about it now, though? Do you feel more confident? in their ability, or do you still just really
I feel
don't?
better that it's over. But after doing it, I'm fine with it next time.
Good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, going back to what you said about the fact that we worked together for so long, and so it's just like thinking about it. It's like, what am I gonna hit Jodi with that she doesn't already know?
Yeah.
She already knows. There's a couple of things where she downvoted herself or said a couple things, and it's like, no, that's you self doing it. I think this.
Yeah.
There was nothing I went on there and said, whoa. You're a little full of yourself on this one.
No.
I
tried to be very realistic.
I think that's a great point, because what it does bring up is you're seeing things that you know about Jodi every single day that you believe that she should know. But if she's not actually hearing those things, then she may not be self-affirming those.
It
right?
reinforces it.
Yeah. And so it does make it a good exercise at the end of the day. It is weird, though, because the three of us have worked together for almost 30 years, and having to stop and have that discussion. But it also, I'm really comfortable with that, too, even if we...
Well, that's your lane.
Yeah.
You're the ultimate manager.
See, I think for us, it is just a tinge different. Because,
it is off
let's say you're
for
a
me.
manager of 15 people that sit in cubicles all day, and you have some interaction with them during the day.
Yeah.
They're employees to you. Mm-hmm. And so you're evaluating your employees.
We're friends and spouses.
And us, it's like we see each other for 8-10 hours a day, 5 days a week, 30 years.
Yeah.
It's not like you're sitting in a cubicle out there. Murphy, can you step in here for a second? It's
that's why we had to do it, which is what made it so funny, which we had to share it. Good luck with your evaluations.